I'm just looking at our entire lobby is just like shaping out. And I'm just seeing all the R's fly, and I'm just like, yes, game number 3.
The fire's there. They are getting cozy by this Yule log of a series, Bahamut, and we are here to drink the cocoa by the mantle. And just enjoy ourselves.
That was good.
I tried. I kind of stumbled at the end there, but you know what? I'm just gonna look at the camera and smile.
Mostly because I didn't have to drink eggnog in this.
You still want the eggnog. Now here's the problem. Have you not put the rum in the eggnog? Is that the problem?
See, I don't drink rum, so I'll have to maybe just try that.
I mean, I don't either, except for eggnog.
See, that's the thing is like maybe it's just one of those things. Just like that's what I've been missing out all these years. I just need a splash of rum. But alcohol drinks aside, we've got one more game for all of you. So stay tuned. Strap yourself in because we're already in this draft as we have probably same bands. Maybe we get some different ones. I'm wondering if they just still block out the Tyrande and still take out the Medivh here. Oh,
Genji being banned out here.
I think one of the first or second times. I think it was banned out in another game, maybe like the second or third. I feel like I saw him.
Yeah. Infernal Shrines versus Ballbreaker Reborn. Ballbreaker ended up banning the Genji.
Yeah, because there was one other. And then Mal'Ganis, I think, has only had one ban and has floated through all of the other drafts like a carrion swarm of bats.
Yes.
But Abathur still being a high priority ban for the members of Reborn, as well as Medivh not being really let through either tonight. We'll see if that's the case on Volskaya Foundry or if that's something else that they're going to be going for. Where did they go for the Maiev? No, it's Blaze once again. Okay.
Yeah. Blaze.
I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine with it. Blaze is in a really, really good spot, and Bunker is a really good pause to many team fights. And on Volskaya Foundry, I think Blaze gets a ton of value. Also, his poke is really good. His self-sustain is great. It's good heroes all around. But yeah, there's the Medivh ban. So I wonder if maybe are they going to go for a Maiev pick maybe on the side of TIAA? Maybe that's the priority for the Hanzo being banned, or not the Hanzo, but the Genji being banned out. Stolen away!
In the garage, letting the Tyrande through. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Reborn trying to pick that up as soon as possible. But that is the that is the main take we've seen all night from Reborn. So I know Tendakil can play more than the garage, obviously, but I'm curious to see what they pull out here now.
I'm waiting for it. Also, whoever's
the voice of Elune.
Okay, sorry. I thought someone was saying no, they're not going to release Rock and Roll Racers as a hero. I'm like, well, why wouldn't they? Like, come on now. Let's have more of that. Or you just give us an entire Blizzard Classic map. Like, I think that might be the route to go, and you have Rock and Roll Racers as like a
what
thing
if
on the map. And
the objective was to win a 3-lap race?
Oh my God! Yes, you have to run around the map. Run around the map.
Like,
and you have to fight the entire time.
Hop into. Everyone gets a vehicle, so you have like that happening. I don't know.
Oh my God! You could use you could use one of the Overwatch maps. I think it has like a bunch of cars going by. But anyways,
Nepal. No, not Nepal. The Oasis.
Capture point. Yes, the Oasis.
Yeah, the school has the little around. Have you ever gotten hit by one of those cars in the game? Because you die.
Was actually when
the cars can hit your character and you die.
When they released that map, that was like the first thing that I read, and one of my friends told me, and that was the first thing I did on the map. I was just like, I gotta go find out. Hold on, it's for science. But on the note of Overwatch, we actually have a D.Va being banned out. And D.Va actually has a great place on this map. You can actually take Garrosh and throw the D.Va bomb, or you can use it as a zoning tool, and it's an extremely powerful aspect. Do they go for Mal'Ganis? Because you have the stun on the third swipe, you have the Tyrande Lunar Flare. You can still kind of get that double lockdown that they were going for before. Now, it isn't really so much as the separation that we were seeing, and maybe playing that aggressiveness into Garrosh might not work. But at this point, they're holding their main tank on the side of Reborn. They're going to pick up a Malthy on a Hanzo. Hanzo offering great poke. Malthy are going to have some of that great last rites. There's really nothing to deal with that last rites at this time. There's no bunker, or there's no like ice block, or there's no palm from Karazim. Nothing to kind of pause that in a fight, but they haven't shown their main tank.
You know what you do get though? You might get Tyrael Sanctification.
Oh, I actually really what? Yes.
Let's go, Lily Samuro. Ladies and gentlemen, bless our souls. We are getting something special from TIAA in game number 3.
Samuro
this is the gift that keeps on giving.
Samuro has a lot of great features, as I guess they like to label them. But on this map is actually, I've shouted him out a bunch tonight, but Stark plays a Samuro on this map that I've watched and played with a bunch of times, and I absolutely love the idea of this because it can be such a devastating hero because you can get so much value across the map. And then we have a Stitches to round this out. So Tentadactyl having to swap off that main Garrosh, and they're going to go for a Stitches, so they're going to be hooking. I guess it's once again, it's hooking to Lunar Flare. I'm a little surprised we actually don't see like the classic Malfurion, or we see like a Kael'thas with the Gravity Lapse or anything. Like it's an adaptation to the composition, but I love this Catpeach. I love these drafts so much.
Here's the thing too. Double support, Lily, Treebeard on Lily.
I'm loving it.
I want damage Lily, baby.
This has got to be also like Water Dragon too. Like I do not expect some tea coming out from Lily. I want to see a giant serpent smash into the ground, slow them down, and body. But Catpeach, we've made it here. The last game of the evening. Everybody cheer. Everyone get your dog, get your cat, get your grandma. Tell them that there's games going on. We have match number 3, up 1 game, trying to end this in a minute because we've got to pause.
We've got to pause, but
apparently someone's dog is on fire, and I hope not, because no, please no.
It's fine. At least it's early in the game that we get the pause out.
That is true. So going into this, teams aside, purely looking at draft, who do you favor?
There's a Lily on one side.
So you're going for an adventure?
I'm here for the adventure. We're going on an adventure. I'm with TIAA on this. I think they're gonna bring something good, and it's gonna be a little bit unexpected for Reborne. And at the very least, that double support can provide a lot of value and you know, keeping your team alive during fight. So I'm with TIAA here.
Sorry, I read in-game chat, and it's just the response from Valimar is just, it's their own fault for spreading the chain bomb, and I'm just like, oh, oh my god, just gold things,
don't
just
give
like
Kael'thas your puppy, people. Don't do it.
Kael'thas doesn't have his daycare 0 ratings on Yelp. Do not go there. But it looks like the teams are giving us the R's, and we're gonna get going back into this. So on the left-hand side, up a game, trying to close us out as the winner for the North American Holiday Series. For HeroesHype, we have TIAA with Corgi Booty going to be on the Samuro. We're going to be having Shot on the Garrosh, Unaverted on the Rainer, Treebeard on the Lily, and Legacy playing the Deckard Cain.
Over in the red, we are going to have Reborne. Winterheart will be on the Thrall, Valimar on the Tyrande, Azariel on the Malthael, Mist on Hanzo, and Tentadactyl on that Stitches.
Stitch is not slamming either. Stitch is going for all that health with that Hungry for More at level 1. And we also are going to be having the Way of Illusion for that Samurai. We'll try and keep an eye on some of these stacking quests. And once again, we're going to be having the Echo the Elements from that Thrall. And most of these teams just setting up and preparing, getting their lanes matched up. And looks like we're going to be having that solo lane Samurai into the Malthael with rotations between mid and top.
I kind of don't even want to analyze this. I just want to sit back and watch it unfold before my eyes. And I definitely will be keeping an eye on this Lily build and this Samuro play overall. And those are the things. Like Treebeard, the leaving extraordinaire in that last game, playing my little panda. I love it.
I feel like I've tuned into his stream here and there, and I swear I've seen him play a Lily before in the damage role, because this is going to be that Wind Serpent at level 1, so it's going to be casting more Blinding Winds. And the one thing that I do want to note is that Blinding Winds onto that Malthael, while you can't really technically target, as long as you're getting Blinding Winds onto that Malthael, he's not getting autos off, and if he's not getting autos, he's not healing, and there's a lot of little things that play so well into this composition. And I'm just waiting for the big Samuro swarm of, you just get all these Samuros around you, and then they're just all auto attacking, and the Way of Illusion just giving you so much extra bonus damage from that. This is, I love a Samuro game, but we're not there yet, and we just got rotations. We have about a minute or so, or a little bit less than a minute before the announcement for the Triglav Protector. Catpeach, I mean, how else do you just still play this slow? I love the hook on the biotic emitter too.
Just, you know, trying to throw it out there. Reborne getting real deep in here, trying to prevent this pick up. The stun coming out though from TIAA, getting the first kill onto Malthiel, taking that biotic emitter, saying, "Good day to you, sir. Good day."
That first kill onto the no one can stop death. Well, apparently Shot can stop death. And steal away the biotic emitter. But that's actually a huge tool during the first objective, because that means that you don't really need to run back and go to your well for health. You can sit there and sustain on that. You know, just like a Rhaegar has healing totem or the Lucio has a boombox. Either way, they also have all of that plus legacy with all of these potions that are already sitting in the lane. I really, really like the prep coming out from TIAA, and as we said in the last game at the start, and I'll say it again this one, this is a different team than we saw it in Game 1. Maybe in Game 1 they were just, you know, warming back up and they wanted to feel out Reborne. Either way, they've shown up in this series, and we're getting a nice matchup, and this should be the map. I actually really like Volskaya Foundry as the map to kind of determine this best of 3 series on.
Yeah. I wonder who's going to get first, Corgi Booty or Zariel here in the bot lane. There's going to have to be a response from one. The hook going out in the shot, though. Hold on. Unstoppable is procced. Whole team trying to vie for this beacon right now. Zariel staying down here, having to push out this lane before rotating up, which is giving TIAA the advantage. Scroll ceiling going out. The flip onto Stitches is there. The Lunar Flare connects. Pendactyl going to get out, tries to get the hook on unaverted. He's going to miss and get the minion instead.
That would have been close, and if they would have gotten that hook, I don't know if it would have been a death, but definitely would have burned down unaverted quite a bit. Now, 25% sitting on the Triglav Protector point for them. They can rotate back into this. Malthiel is ready and prepped to go. The rest of the team's starting to work their way in. They actually have Decker Kane showing in top lane clearing, which is weird, but okay.
Solo lane Decker.
Solo lane Decker.
You got a Lily. He's got a
That
Sick.
is true. I guess he's going on an adventure at this time. Maybe the old man has dementia. He forgot where he needs to be on the map.
Someone needs to get Grandpa a guide dog here.
This is why they need a Rhaegar instead of Lily. But we have a huge blow up going out onto Tentadactyl. The body blocks are going to be there. They have the scroll ceiling. That is also going to be the biotic emitter going down as well. Tentadactyl's so low. They want to chase this, and Corgi Booty wants it. But if they do that, they will be falling. They actually start to get chased by the Hanzo, and they're making these. Oh my god, the jukes coming out from Corgi Booty, making it out alive. No one dying on either side. But this is potentially a Triglav Protector for TIAA. I think they have one more attempt on the side of Reborne. They just need to get full mana and health, and then they can move in on this.
Yeah, they're trying to move in, and all the items spent on the side of TIAA means that they're not going to have that additional healing or damage as they try to defend it. The turrets are still up if they're about to expire, not to mention this damage coming out from this. We are in overtime. The slam goes down from Shot, the flip going out onto Zariel, but ends up getting the W to get to the other side of the fight. Reborne going in. TIAA can give this up if they want to a little bit and reset on their own. Hook going out onto Corgi Booty, though. Scroll ceiling coming out, trying to get the root. The flip onto Zariel is there. Malthiel is going to be the first to fall. The Lunar Flare trying to help with the disengage from Valimar. But Reborne looking like they're going to miss out. The overtime queued again. But the retreat is on, and this Protector going to be going over to TIAA.
First Protector grab. They should be able to take this right into mid lane and do the standard as we normally see. Take out the gate, rotate to top, take that well, and prep for the next lane. And they actually say, we don't really need to rush that. We'll go ahead and leave our Lily down here to siege this for us, which is a weird sentence to say. And we'll just push up the top lane. Winterheart, though, needing to get behind this gate a little bit quicker. I think they were maybe looking for an angle onto one of the members that maybe came up a little bit too far. But they go straight onto this well, and they burn that down, but the Triglav is losing quite a bit of health. 34 seconds on that and 40% left on it. I wonder, do they just take it into mid, try and open that up, or are they just going to poke with this?
I think they just kind of poke with it. I think they acknowledge that they're not going to necessarily get the full gates down. They might get this last tower, but there's also still one tower on the gate in mid that was left to survive, but they focus on getting down that well, prepping for the next phase, and making sure they have a little bit of an advantage with having their well and their opponents not having the other. So a good call, I think, given how pushed the lane was initially when the Protector rotated up there, because they knew it wasn't pushed out. We just got to go for it as soon as possible, and so they got down my wall, they got down the well, and they profit. So GG, well played.
Hey, they got everything you wanted and 10s out of that, and we are going to be seeing a Illusion Master from
You better be.
the Samuro. That's why I was just like, wait a minute. Because to be honest, I was just like, wait, is that Illusion Master Blade? And I'm like, I need to double check. But and really quickly, just as we're kind of having this, actually no, we have a little bit of a fight potentially breaking out over the camp. I think they're gonna invade onto this. Well, I have to.
Jugs and Lornado.
Ew.
No water.
I wanted Water Serpent, but it's live forever here as we have the Lornado coming out. That is also gonna be the Dragon Arrow from the Hanzo. They're looking to get on this. That will be the Hyperion coming out as well. That is gonna be the Earthquake coming out from the Thrall, and they're looking to get onto Legacy, and they find them two going down. The Hook going out onto Unaverted as well. Malthael gonna be getting that. Nobody can stop death as the members of Reborne pick up 3 kills, lose none themselves, and they move out into lanes and they start to get more experience for themselves. And I like this move into bottom lane. They're already here. They can burn it down. It preps for later in the game. And the other thing too is it gives them more experience and it pushes that advantage. We say this for every game, but this is how Reborne plays. They get a little bit of an advantage and they push it as far as they can, and you can see they're stretching that bottom lane extremely quickly as they're almost going to get they should be able to burn down half the fort, maybe go for it. It's getting a little risky at this time, and I'm just like, well, do you leave? Do you go? They're going to leave.
Yeah, they're trying to leave. The flip is there on the flaw. The taunt as well, keeping them around. The Lunar Flare doesn't connect. Trillic Ceiling is there, connecting with 4 members of the Reborn team. Winterheart taking a lot of damage. The Jugs was out, helping heal up the members. Tyrande going to be the first to fall here. Tendactyl trying to get away. The Bile is out. But Tenny being able to speed away from that just fine by leaving that gross goo all over the floor.
Thank God we're getting Janitor Leoric to clean this stuff up. I mean, it's been 3 years of Here's the Storm and no one's been cleaning up Stitch's messes. This is absolutely the worst.
These maps gotta smell bad.
Oh God, I could not imagine being on these maps. The Hook going out, not connecting onto Unaverted as intended. But we just have some siege in this bottom lane. No one gonna be grabbed just yet. One thing I just want to note really quickly, the Warbreaker for Garrosh is already done. We have 30 out of the 40 stacks of Way of Illusion for the Samuro. We are all done on the Echo of Elements for the... That was such a good Indomitable right off the shot. Deny the Hook. And then everything's been finished on the side of Reborn except for Hungry for More. That's at 17 out of the 30. Just to catch up the audience at home so you know where they sit with their questing talents. And now we have a point C unlocking in just a moment. We have the top left camp going to be picked up for the members of TIAA and Catpeach. This game is getting really, really close. I would say, and I said this about the last game too, but some of these fights, they're almost just, it's just who kind of has the slight advantage in a fight. They end up just winning the entire thing. I mean, it goes 3 kills in the last fight, and then they turn around and get a couple themselves. These are such good matches. Is Corky Booty maybe getting caught out here? No.
The illusions are out, chasing off the snet of the kill for the time being. 13's here for Reborn as well. So TIAA needing to catch up on that talent before they really go in and try to contest that beacon. They're going to go and grab the spirit. They, I believe, might already have one as well. No, they do not. So they are getting their first item. They're sitting at 1 turret each per team. So now that 13's here, I think the sparks are about to fly. The lights on the tree going to explode Bahamut as he seems trying to get this next protector and fight over actually this biotic emitter first.
I like the play to fight over this, but there's a lot of potions out for the Decker Kane. Shot going to be trying to disrupt this a little bit. That is going to be the Future Bow coming out from Stitches. There's going to be a taunt as well. Lornado pushing them right back. That is going to be the Hanzo with the arrow in the back line, but Lornado has pushed them so far into the back, they end up losing the tank, but at the same time, they lose the Garrosh. So tank for tank on either side. That is the Hyperion now as well with the Earthquake underneath it. They're starting to chase some of these members down here. Corgi Booty getting poked out a little bit, swapping over to a different clone, and this is going to be the Thrall jumping right back onto the point. Truby are going to get scouted out. That is going to be a Lunar Flare connecting as well. Some poke damage coming out from Winterheart. They drop the Biotic emitter right away, and this is going to be a root not connecting into anyone, but this is getting a little shaky, Catpeach, as they're starting to advance harder onto them.
I love that both teams are just fighting without their tank here, and there's a little bit of additional frontline available for them, but they're just like, we don't have time to wait for these team members to be back. We're just gonna go in. It was a great bait on the Biotic emitter. Tornado going out, trying to zone for unaverted as they're able to go back, tap the well. Corgi Booty with that turret kind of sneaking on the backside, trying to throw off things a little bit for Reborn. The engagement is here, the Lunar Flare is there, but doesn't connect. The Future Bile is out yet again. Taunt coming out onto Malthael, who's trying to get away. The damage is there, but Samuro is going to fall before dropping the turret, which is going to go over to the side of Reborn.
That was big. The Hanzo arrow going to be going out. Dragon arrow connecting, but no follow-up. The other thing I want to note, too, is that Malthael went into Tormented Souls, not going into Last Rites. Going to be able to just have that Reaper market. consistently being applied and just being able to slap down and just steal health from the entire enemy team so quickly. And it showed extremely well during that fight. And now they're going to be moving through top lane. I'm wondering if they're going to be going the route. I think they're going to go for the catapult pressure in top. At least that's what I prefer. I always think that it's such a good value. Granted, you are stepping up quite far with your Triglav Protector and it can get burned down, but 16s have been achieved. It's about a 1.25 level in lead for Reborne as they move into this mid lane. And they just continue to siege Catpeach. I don't know if they're able to really stop this besides just trying to burn down the Triglav, but this will be the fort going down, and bottom lane should be the same thing.
Yeah, they're burning down as fast as possible while Samuro just tried to distract. Does Samuro things on the other side of the map, as one does, chasing onto Azerial there as well. This Protector does still have a little bit of health left, a little bit of time left. So, like you mentioned, the rotation down, trying to get that bottom fort, but can they get the kill on the Legacy first is the question. The bullets are flying, Legacy going back in, trying to get those potions, and the old man keeps himself alive.
Just, you're clicking in the opposite direction of the Triglav Protector and just alt-queuing, alt-Q, alt, like I have done that so many times as Decker Kane. I'm just like, I'm gonna live, I swear it. And that's exactly what happened, because you just sit there and you can dump potions on yourself and you can pretty much live through anything as long as you've got the cooldown from your friends around you, and that's exactly what happened. Now they move over to this camp, and the members of Reborn want to have more items and prep for the point C, which will be up in, I think, around the 15-minute mark in the game. Until then, it's going to be grabbing camps, playing it safe, at least on the side of TIAA, because they need to find their 16 as they are down a talent tier. Or they take a fight.
Yeah, fight's being taken right now, and not only used from Shot, but Shot looking like he's going to fall. Garrosh going to get the first fall. The hook coming out from Tenny, though, on unaverted. Takes out the Rainer as well, and Treebeard, that little pendant, trying to use those fast feet to go as fast as possible. Will get out alive, gets the drink from Decker Kane to help there, but that is 2 members of TIAA going down here. That fight before level 16, very risky. I feel like this isn't necessarily a we're just gonna fight you in the face kind of team pop, even with that Garrosh. At the same time, you're looking at the lanes and they're all pushed back against TIAA as well, and so I feel like maybe the Deckard Lily isn't doing as much as they were hoping to. Lily sitting at about 25,000 damage done, so more of a secondary support trying to get the blinds in as well, but waiting to see it turn around. Now that 16s are here, maybe this is the point where it happens, where you get you know, blessings for Lily, so a little bit more of a buff onto those serpents. Pure serpent bill, by the way.
Oh no. Tentadactyl is going to drop the Bayek emitter. They actually have the Warlord Challenge coming out, but it's not going to connect onto anyone for a follow-up kill. Shot is so low here. Winterheart getting low as well. That is going to be the Jugs coming out from Treebeard. They have the stun that slows them down a little bit more. They're making this disengage. Zerial looking in the backline for some sort of entry. The hook goes out. It doesn't connect. They don't have Future Bow for the next 36 seconds. They can't slow them that way, but they end up turning this around, and now they're going in the reverse chase. They wanna actually take this. Hanzo gonna have the arrow, but it only connects onto some clones, and that, oh, the Indomitable at the perfect time from Shot, that denies that hook. The one thing I want to note though, during that Biotic emitter fight, Tentadactyl had probably one of the just smoothest hooks in between all these things, grabs unaverted and pulls them through all of that, and then they get the blow up. That was such, these hooks coming up from Tentadactyl are really good. At the same time, these little plays like the Indomitable that I keep noting on Shot, they're denying these hooks at the exact moment they're supposed to connect. I had that happen to me in one game, and it was like a Rhaegar did it to their friendly unit right as I was about to hook, and I was like, no! Like, it's gotta be the most frustrating thing. You're like, I got this hook, we're gonna get this kill. No, you're not. Never mind.
I mean, on the side of TIAA, they possibly could have gotten the kill if they maybe had a Water Dragon to slow down the members of Reborn from that chase. But, you know, just things to comment on here as we approach kind of the late part of this game. 19 here for Reborn, going to walk right in to this camp. The Hyperion going to come out, though. Earthquake there to keep things around, but Shot taking so much damage. The Tornado trying to zone and keep him alive. The armor is there, but the health is not, and Garrosh is going to fall. The hook yet again onto unaverted. Miss, though, getting incredibly low, is going to fall. Forgibly now going onto Tentadactyl, trying to use those Samuro clones, but not going to work out so well. But the hook on the Legacy on the retreat. Decker Kane gonna fall, and all we have left is one Corgi booty here to defend.
And point C is available. They're going to rotate their Malthael into top. Trinidaki will be able to jump on this point. I don't think this is an insta grab for them, but this is still going to be a decent amount of percent going in their favor. Meanwhile, the Winterheart in that bottom lane is going to get some great siege value. Once they see that the Lily and a couple others are up, they can then back off. But until then... Oh, wait, Valmar, are you going to scout this out?
No.
Dang. Oh, wait, well... Maybe they see a clone. No, this is... I am loving just the sneakiness from Corgi Booty right here. Gonna grab that, sneak away with it, and they're absolutely fine. They can actually send one of the clones back to core, and they can jump back to that one if they so choose, but that won't be the case, as they're gonna have to just get out of here and not get picked off. They're all back to life, and point C is at 75%, and they need to make some sort of play onto this, but it's 18 to 20 in levels.
Going in is not the plane. Shot so far ahead of anyone else, and it's just going to take so much free damage. The Indomitable is used. The jugs already pop before the team fight even really begins, just to keep Shot alive for rushing in so quickly, just to get the overtime cap. The Dry Nair going out from Hanzo, miss with the leap backwards as well. Treebeard taking so much damage. The turret is there, the Earthquake is there, the Hyperion on top of it. There are so many layers to this team fight. The two members of TIAA make it 3 going down here. That was such a rush from Shot. They could have been a little bit more patient and just waited for the team to be a little bit closer, I feel. I don't think it was that much of a rush to stop this, but now you're down 3 members who can't defend, and this Protector is going on keep almost 20 minutes into this game.
This is rough, and they've got a lot of tools on their hands. They could try and end it just through this, and I think that's going to be the call. Yeah, you can already see the positioning coming out from these members. Stitch is already clearing out the wave ahead. They've already taken out the keep. There's 20 seconds roughly on all these heroes. It's only just the Lily and the Samuro who, Samuro's just kind of coming back right now, and it's not even a real one, and they've gone onto this core, and I don't know if they're going to be able to defend this with this late game of the Triglov, and the GG's already come out.
And the GGs are out. The core is at 25%, and Reborne dropping 1 game tonight, winning game number 3 here in our first week of the holiday series. GGs, well played.
These were some just phenomenal games, Catpeach. These were so much fun to cast. We got some interesting picks in this last game, I really do think, and I'm not saying that they didn't have enough damage, but I personally think that they could have killed more stuff. No, I'm just kidding. These teams know way more, and they have better ideas of what they want to do. So overall, I do think it was a strong composition. They had a lot of tools, but Trinidaki and the Stitches, I really think, threw them off quite hard. And someone was actually saying in production, they were like, wait, Stone Skin? And like, I was looking through the build. This is exactly the build that I used to take, like when I first learned how to play Stitches. Like, this is the exact, like, this is all like, it's just sustain, live. And it's just all these things that are just make him so impossible to kill. I love the way that Reborne played tonight, and TIAA brought fire to these games. But overall, we are going to be having Reborne as the champion of the HeroesHype North American Holiday Series. I guess week 1 of it?
Week 1 of 4. We will have the holiday series going on for the next couple weeks throughout the rest of the year for the amateur series. So we'll have that Mitch Arena going up for the duration of that as well. So if you couldn't contribute tonight and want to come back next week or one of the prior weeks, make sure you keep an eye on that and make sure that, we give whoever comes out on top the next 4 weeks a good prize that they can feel proud that they earned.